Dragon Ball fans, we are on the edge of our seats right now, and for a very good reason. Genki Damatsuri 2026 is almost here. The event is set for January 25th in Tokyo, which for most of us in the West means January 24th. But what makes this event so different, so special? It's simple. Toei Animation is officially live streaming it worldwide, in both Japanese and English. That fact alone is massive. Historically, huge Dragon Ball announcements were locked behind Japan-only events. This time, everyone gets a front-row seat, and that signals something big is on the horizon. Today, we're diving deep. We'll break down the rumors, the leaks, and the uncomfortable possibility that the big announcement might not be what everyone is expecting. Is Dragon Ball Super really coming back? Or is the future of the franchise heading somewhere else entirely? Let's get into it. To figure out what might be announced, we need to look at who is actually going to be there. Aki Yoku will be present, the president of Capsule Corporation Tokyo and the executive now overseeing all Dragon Ball anime and games. The legendary voice of Goku herself, Masako Nozawa, is confirmed. And Hironobu Kageyama will be there to perform live, the voice behind so many iconic Dragon Ball openings. But the most interesting guests, in my opinion, are from the gaming side. Masayuki Hirano and Jun Furutani are both confirmed, with Furutani being the producer of Sparking Zero. Now, the event officially promises one major new game announcement. A lot of fans are hoping for Sparking Zero 2, but history suggests it might not be a direct sequel. The original series evolved through different names in Japan. Others believe that Xenoverse 3 could finally be revealed. And some are even watching Fighter Z closely, especially after Daima content recently appeared in that game. But games are only half the picture here. Alongside the big game reveal, the event has promised 2 non-game projects. This is where the speculation really explodes. Is it movies, a new anime, or something we haven't even thought of? And this is where Dragon Ball Super storms into the conversation. Many fans are assuming that 2 non-game projects automatically means Super is returning. But that assumption might be premature, because there's another Dragon Ball project that fits these conditions perfectly, maybe even better. Dragon Ball Daima. Daima ended in a really strange way. The main story wrapped up, but the demon realm was not fully resolved. The presence of those so-called evil eyes strongly suggested there was unfinished business. This has led to growing speculation that Daima was never meant to be just a one-off series, that it might actually be a long-term branch of the franchise. Some believe we could see a Daima Season 2. Others think a Daima movie is far more likely. Sources suggest the entire Daima concept was designed as a new playground, a setting with more flexibility and fewer continuity restrictions than Dragon Ball Super. And that matters a lot more than most fans realize. Recently, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot released Daima-themed DLC, and inside that DLC, a new item appeared, Mini-Bugs. These items allow characters to temporarily turn back into kids. Some people see this as just a fun gameplay mechanic. But others believe it hints at how Daima concepts could continue without permanently locking characters into their child forms. We do have to be cautious here, though. Games often add ideas that aren't treated as core canon. Still, we know that Toriyama completed the Daima script before his passing. And many fans believe there were future plans for this storyline that just haven't been revealed to us yet. So now let's address the biggest rumor of them all, the Dragon Ball Super remake. This theory has gained a lot of traction because major news accounts haven't openly dismissed it, which is pretty unusual. But silence does not equal confirmation. There is another, more likely explanation, a movie. High-budget Dragon Ball movies have become much safer investments for the studio. They have shorter production timelines and see massive global returns. If one of the 2 non-game projects is already deep into production, a movie makes way more sense than a full anime reboot. And then we have the manga problem. Dragon Ball Super's manga has been completely silent since August of 2022. Black Frieza changed everything, and then nothing. We know Victory Yukida from V-Jump will be at the event, but historically manga announcements happen in magazine releases, not on live stages. That makes a manga continuation announcement less likely to happen here. It's not impossible, but it is unlikely. This is where things get a little uncomfortable. There are persistent rumors of tension between Aki Yoku and Shusha. Disagreements over creative direction, disagreements that apparently date back years. Some insiders believe this conflict is the very reason Daima existed in the first place, instead of a direct super continuation. Because of this, some are warning that Genki Damatsuri could be scaled back. That instead of 2 non-game projects, we may only get 1. If that happens, you can be sure it would not be an accident. And finally, let's talk about the leaks. Images like Super Saiyan 3 Goku sketches have been circulating everywhere online. But many sharp-eyed fans have pointed out something important. These designs appear to be old. Some of them date back as far as 2012. Others look like behind-the-scenes production materials. There is a growing skepticism that some of these so-called leaks are being used more for hype than for actual information. Which means that critical thinking is absolutely essential right now. Genki Damatsuri 2026 is a turning point for the franchise. Whether the future is Dragon Ball Super, more Dragon Ball Daima, or a brand new movie, big decisions are being made right now. And the answers are coming very, very soon. Make sure you subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss our live coverage and breakdowns when the event finally begins. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Dragon Ball Super is truly coming back? Or is the Demon Realm the future of the franchise?